Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans and friends across the land, it's Mad Mike returning once again with your Minute of Mayhem. Sorry I was out last week. As AJ said, I was on vacation. I was at Hogwarts. I got a wand, and I can magically make all of your mother's panties disappear. That was the first spell I learned. In fact, I was a natural at it. Anyway, just finished Raw. Raw was pretty amazing, actually. Great to see Jerry Lawler is doing well. Cole and JR were fantastic last night. They really were. As were Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler. They had a phenomenal match. If you didn't watch Raw last night, go back and watch that match. It was very, very well done. Now, as for the other stuff, the CM Punk stuff, it's interesting. I think they don't actually know if Cena's going to be ready for Hell in a Cell, so they're throwing the Ryback thing in as a, for instance, I guess. I don't know. But it should be interesting. TNA, I gave you an ultimatum 2 weeks ago. You're not really helping your cause. I was in Orlando last week and I chose not to go to Impact. And oh man, am I glad I chose not to go to that Impact. That Impact was the worst fucking thing I've seen in a long time from TNA. The sheer idiocy of the Aces and Eights angle has gotten to a point where I can't even stomach it, and I almost don't care who the fuck is in charge of Aces and Eights anymore. And Jeff Hardy still being #1 contender for the biggest pay-per-view of their year blows my mind. I hope he shows up drunk, and I hope he shows up unable to compete again. I actually hope that happens, just because it will teach TNA a lesson, maybe. But as far as the Mad Mike fact of the week this week, we're going to do it about Mick Foley, who last night had a very awesome promo of CM Punk. Now, I know a lot of you guys remember when Mick Foley was active, they would always talk about how successful Mick Foley was, or Mankind was, against The Undertaker. Now, it's funny, I looked it up on WrestlingData.com. And it turns out, Mick Foley versus The Undertaker has defeated him 112 times. Mick Foley has defeated The Undertaker 11 times. That's a win-loss differential of minus 101. And, if you're wondering, because I know you probably are, or maybe you're not, I don't care, I'm going to tell you anyway, who Mick Foley has the best success against, that would be The Rock. Ironically. Very, very ironically. Apparently Mick Foley has defeated The Rock 61 times. 61 times. And The Rock's beat him 10 times. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. It's very, very odd. But, you know, that's just the way Mick Foley rolls. The Rock's defeated him 10 times. 3 of them were for the WWE Championship. That's a horrible percentage in championship matches. But, yeah, so that's Mad Mike's Minute of Mayhem for this week. And, I'll see you next week. Peace, bitches.